it's jammed, and I can't get another storage unit because they're all sold out.
Yeah.
So talk to me.
Yeah. So
Just to repeat this as, from the beginning. My
Okay.
name is Niall.
my name is Niall. I work for Simplify Valet Storage. We are targeting people, especially in Manhattan, whose storage facilities are full at the moment.
Well, hang on, I work with residential. You have to say that because I could think
It's not strictly residential, but
Oh, is it both?
It's whoever wants our business, whoever needs storage.
Hang on, but it's important for you to identify it because
Yeah.
you have to see. Right? Who said that?
Me.
Okay, very good.
He's like a ventriloquist.
So I work
Once you
with
get to know
both
me,
residential
I
and
can-
commercial
Okay. Company, yeah.
companies.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have to say that because
Okay.
you don't leave it to me to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. My name's Niall. I work for Simplify Valet Storage. We're a storage company that target mainly residential and commercial properties and buildings.
And the problem they have is
The problem they have is most storage facilities at the moment in New York are full up and outdated, and we can offer.
no. Again, you're going right into your solution. My problem is that I don't have a place to put my stuff.
Okay.
That's the problem. I don't care about anything analysis of real estate or your solution. Not initially. I'll get to that later. My problem is that there's no place for my belongings. I don't have room.
Why would I pitch the problem if I'm pitching the solution instead?
You shouldn't exactly. You pitch the problem and then you go into the solution later.
So
Tell them what the problem is, and then you say, hey, I got a solution to help you out, help out your
Exactly.
business, help you grow, help everything else.
Have we met?
No.
Because he's very
Possibly.
good. That's what you're saying. He's very good.
Oh, thank you.
And what's your name?
My name's Eric.
Eric.
The other thing I was questioning is Niall was saying we're targeting. So as a business,
Yeah, I
you're
know.
not targeting. But is he
Don't know.
working with? Is he? What's a better?
I did, yes.
You would never want to tell someone I'm targeting you
No,
as
no,
a
no.
business,
Yeah.
right?
I work
They
with
would just
them
go
a
the
lot.
other way, be like, I don't want to be targets, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I was, yes, that's true. I wanted to get to the other things first. So I work with residential and commercial property owners. And the problem they have is they don't have room for their belongings.
Okay.
And the reason they don't have room is that everything is jammed into a space and they don't know where they can go to find a flexible a way to get things in and out whenever they want to. So remember, that's all about them, because I would like to sometimes go into the basement and pull out my grandson's sled if it ever snows, but it doesn't snow anymore. But let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Not here at least.
Right. Not in New York.
Where I
We
moved
did-
from, it snows way too much.
Where's that?
Jackson Hole.
Oh. Go ahead. So let's give it one more try.
Yeah. So hi, I'm Niall. I work for Simplify Valet Storage. Our main customers are in residential and commercial buildings, and the problem we find that our customers are facing at the moment is that they're living in buildings with outdated storage facilities, and I feel they need to just update them with this different concept of valet storage.
No. It's not.
No.
Maybe they have outdated storage. Maybe they don't have any storage. They don't assume, because there are a lot of buildings. Maybe I live in a townhouse, and there's no outdated anything because there's no storage.
Unless you do your homework and your research on it, then you know, then you back it up and say, hey, I've seen this, I know it, I know what you're doing. Then
So
you-
I would, yes, that's
Stop.
true. So I would say that, again, stick to the script. I work with residential and commercial people, and the
Yeah.
problem they have is they do not have space for their belongings. And the reason is that they don't know where to put them.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
And then period.
Yeah.
And then
Correct.
cut it off. Because
Yeah.
Marty makes us all nervous.
Yeah.
So
But
don't
I
be
mean,
nervous.
I already went through that.
I
So I
understand.
already got there. So what's the next? That's the next step.
Marty gets
Well,
me excited.
So I need to say the whole thing so you're confident about presenting. My
Okay.
name is Niall.
My name is Niall. I work for Simplify Valet Storage. We're a storage company that work out of New York City. Basically, we are serving mostly residential and commercial buildings.
The problem I have is what?
And the problem they have is they have outdated storage facilities, and
Not enough space to store their
They
stuff.
don't
That's
have,
it.
forget
Yeah.
about the outdated.
Yeah.
That's not really, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about, I don't have, it's just that
that's a
simple.
problem, though, isn't it? That's creating a problem.
No, that's your view, which may be accurate or maybe not be accurate.
Yeah.
for the particular situation. They just don't have space.
Yeah.
And this is a very common thing
Yeah.
in New York. So they don't have space for their belongings.
Yeah.
Forget about the outdated solutions.
Yeah.
That's incidental. They don't have space for their stuff, so this leaves people feeling frustrated.
Yeah.
Just to make it more general.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Just don't talk about outdated because maybe it's totally up to date, but they're not available.
All right, last try, because we're running out of time.
Go.
We have a
Go.
room full of people.
Yeah, perfect. I'm Niall. I work for Simplified Valet Storage. Our main customers are in residential and commercial buildings. And the main problem we find we have at the moment with all these customers is they just simply don't have enough space, especially in Manhattan.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And why is that?
Why is that? Is because all the storage facilities they usually have are outdated and they're not being invested in again. We can offer.
No, don't have any solution.
Okay.
They don't know what to do with their stuff. They simply don't have they don't have an answer about where to put their stuff.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
All right, clap, 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 clap. I can't clap while I'm holding in front of you, so you
Who
guys
is the
have to
next
clap.
brave soul?
Good morning, everybody.
Good
My
morning.
name is Michael Ritz. I work with Lennox Advisors.
Oh,
We are a premier wealth and insurance advisory firm based here in New York, and I help people do smart things with their money, help them with their short and
the
long-term
problem
planning.
is solved. What's the problem that they have?
The problem is that people don't plan for their financial future.
Well, so who do you work with? Are these like established executives, young rising? Talk to us.
Correct. I do work with high net worth individuals.
Okay.
Whether on the front end of their career or on the back end of their
I work with high
planning
net
for-
worth individuals, and what is their problem? Remember, this is something that's resonant in them.
Mhm.
So what is the problem that they have?
The problem
Like,
that,
I'm a high net worth individual, which I'm not, but if I were, what problem would I have?
I think in many cases, most people don't realize the problem they have until it's too late. So I help people get in front of their planning, help them look ahead to their retirement goals and
So
other,
that's all about you and your solution.
that's true.
So we don't. all
You
about
had it
the
in your
problem.
first, you had it in your first try. Yeah, and then Marty
went off
made,
the rails.
and then Marty made you nervous. So
No,
don't
he
be,
didn't.
remember, he's the guy behind the Iron Curtain.
Pay no attention to this.
Pay no attention to it. Just start where you started.
All right. I work with high net worth individuals, helping them do smart things with their money, looking at their short and long-term financial planning.
Well, that's all about you and your solution. I think it would be something like, let me just try this out, that the high net worth individuals have not spent the time necessary to plan for their future.
So part of my pitch is-
because, hang on,
Go ahead.
because, or they could start by saying, these high net worth individuals have spent a lot of time on their careers and their own advancement, but they've neglected their personal financial well-being.
That is literally in my pitch, so that's awesome.
So
In my written pitch, when
But
I,
you can do this everywhere, online, offline, in person, everywhere, your emails, your blogs, your, oh,
so the language I use typically is high net worth individuals like yourself don't necessarily have the time or the resources to pay attention to their own financial planning.
well, that's kind of that's a solution.
Switch it around to what is their
Yeah,
problem.
what is their problem? 'Cause that's your
problem
solution.
is, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, what is their problem?
Problem is that you have spent so much time building your own career that you've not paid attention to your own financial planning.
Perfect.
All right.
And why is that? I'm going to press you on this a little bit.
Why is
Why is that so for them? Why is it that they spend all this time on their career, but scant time on their personal financial well-being? Why is that?
because the pressure in their own career to succeed has forced them to push aside a lot of their own personal needs.
Well, that's true, but that might make me feel bad if you
Mhm.
say that. So I do want to avoid making our customers
That's
feel
fair.
bad.
You can't solve, you can't say, hey, I want to work less hours, I want to make more money.
Yeah, that's right. So I think it'd be, I'm just sort of, maybe they don't have have not spent the time. Now, you don't want to make them feel bad, but if you could say they haven't spent the time, that's something that people can buy into. They haven't spent the time necessary to find the solutions so that they can be healthy in their personal lives. Something like that, I think, would be about them without making them feel like...
That's totally fair.
From the top.
Hi, my name is Michael Ritz. I work with Lennox Advisors. We're a premier wealth and insurance advisory firm based here in New York. I work with high net worth individuals like yourself, helping you uncover some of the needs in your financial planning.
Well, we just did something else, which I think would probably be better. The problem that you solved is this, what you just said is about your solution.
Correct.
We just uncovered it.
Many of my clients...
You don't even have to say many of them like that. I work with high net worth individuals, and what is their problems? We just talked about it.
who have many of my, so high net worth individuals who have
Spent a lot of
time
building their own,
career and have not necessarily paid attention to their
and
own.
just don't, and say, have neglected, don't soften the language.
Okay.
And have neglected their
own
personal
financial-
well-being. And why is that?
Because they've been focused so much on the career part and not have paid attention so much.
Yeah, I know, but that one again will make them feel better. They just haven't, they don't have the time, they've not spent the time to find the resources.
Mhm.
So because time, you're going to always blame time, even though I had all the time in the world, I could have done anything I want. It's easy to blame time. It's a straw dog, a straw man, whatever you call
Mhm.
it. You can always blame it without making people feel bad.
Right.
They haven't spent the time necessary to get their house in order. So that's a way to enroll them
Right.
somewhat.
And it's something that we all have a struggle with is our own time.
Correct.
Okay.
If you could solve the problem of time, that would be awesome.
Right.
Time is against every human being and every species.
I'm sorry, I
Right.
missed that. What?
Time is against everybody.
Right, time you could, in your particular
Everybody
case, you
gets
could
time.
use that. Not everybody in this room could use it, I certainly couldn't.
Okay.
All right, clap, clap,
Thank you.
clap.
Thank you.
So who's next? You gonna come back?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not gonna be nervous, are you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Jake.
Tell them.
Sure. My name is Jake. I work for a company called Jump Growth, and we provide on-demand engineers because a lot of CTOs and startups, they can use high-quality engineers, maybe on a short-term
That's a
basis.
solution.
Or,
Excuse me, I told you I was gonna do this. Remember, nobody cares about you. Poor Andrew walked out of here with a hole in his head as a result. The problem you solve. What is the problem? I'm a CTO. Like I work with CTOs. Would you say that's like?
Sure.
I work with CTOs. What's their problem? Their problem.
sure, they have projects where they can use high-quality engineers at affordable rates.
Well, hang on.
That provides
That's a
that
solution. Who said that? So, can I volunteer an idea?
Sure.
If I can say something. So, hi, my name is
Jake.
Jake, and I'm a salesperson for what's it called?
Jump Growth.
Jumpstart.
Jump Growth.
Jump Growth. I work with CTOs. The problem that they have is they can't find the right team members. Is that true?
Sure.
And why can't they find the right team members? You tell me.
Because,
Don't talk about yourself. Why can't they find the right team members?
sure, because out there on the market, you don't have a lot of engineers who are dedicated to specific projects. And a lot of them are high cost, but not high quality.
Okay, so the reason they have that problem is that the market, it's very hard to find the specific requirements that they need for these positions. Requirements includes experience as well as cost. That's why you How does that sound?
Sounds good.
My name is?
My name is Jake. I work for a company called Jump Growth, and we're working with CTOs and startup founders who have the problem of not having high quality engineers.
No, hang on.
Meet their
They don't,
requirements.
remember, it's about, they don't have the right team members. Because that's you really want to say that because maybe it might not. You want to keep it a little broader in that way, and then you could
And then narrow it down
Right.
to your.
I don't know, I would push back on that. They
Would you?
only provide engineers.
Is that only engineers? Okay,
Well, there's
then
different types of engineers, aren't there?
What's that?
There's different types of engineers, and
Yeah, but I wouldn't get into
what part of-
specifics
Like
of
software
the.
development engineers.
Perfect.
Leave it general at first.
Got it. That's the way to go. So I work with CTOs, and the problem they have is they can't find software engineer team members.
Right, high quality ones. Right. My name is Jake. We're a company called Jump Growth, and we provide on-demand engineers
No,
for CTOs because their problem is that they can't find high quality engineers at affordable rates for their teams.
Well, you sort of,
Opposite.
yeah, you sort of featured.
You had it, just don't mention we provide.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had it.
Don't sell yourself, let your thing sell it for yourself.
My name is Jake.
My name is Jake. Work for a company called Jump Growth. Working with CTOs.
And the problem they have, immediately go to the problem they have.
We have the problem of not finding high quality engineers at affordable rates.
No, hang on. Let's not get into the affordable rates, because that's absolutely a veiled sales statement. So they can't find the right software engineer team members, because that's the way people think these days. I can't find the right software engineer team members. And that's enough. And the reason is that the market it's a very difficult market to find the most appropriate candidates for these specific jobs they need to fill.
Gotcha.
Because you don't have to talk about price yet, because that's part of your solution.
And you don't want to scare anyone away.
Yeah, because you don't want to get done.
That's what
Right,
we
exactly.
do.
Okay.
So give it another try.
Great. My name is Jake. We're for a company called Jump Growth. We're working with CTOs who have the problem of finding high quality team members.
Software
for their
engineer team
software
members.
engineer
Team members.
projects.
The software engineer team members, that's what the...
Okay, software engineer team members for their projects.
Software engineer team members, and why can't they find these people?
And they can't find these people because, one, it'd be very time consuming for them. Two,
No, don't give me a
out on
list,
the
because I'm not
markets-
listening to any lists. I'm not listening to any lists.
Right.
They can't, the reason is that it's difficult to find the specific, it's difficult to find the people with the best background for these specific projects that they have.
Right. So the problem is that
The reason is,
it's difficult to find specific people with the right background for their project.
perfect! And how does that leave them feeling? No, frustrated.
The problem feels frustrated. Your solution will relieve them.
Right.
So you got that?
Yes.
And so all of that, we all face this. Remember, no one cares about you. Another way to say this is two other rules of marketing, and a lot of rules of marketing. The first rule of marketing is it's not about you. The second rule of marketing is it's never about you. It's key to remember that.
It's kind of like Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, there is no Fight Club.
Right.
That's right. Exactly.
This is Marty Katz Fight Club.
Yes.
Okay, so how does that sound? Does that sound good?
Good.
Very good, thank you. Now you go
All
next.
right.
Well,
The pressure is on.
You listen. You've
That's a
already.
bit
You've already.
different kind of
Okay,
thing that you
let's
guys do. Alright, so my name's Eric, and I do film photography.
You're a.
Yeah, that's all, that's what I do. I'm a filmmaker and a photographer.
Okay, so the problem is solved for whom?
Problem solved for mostly everybody, because this world won't evolve without having creative people. There will be no
Nobody
such thing
cares
as
about you.
movies.
Nobody cares about you.
No, this is not about me, this is about art. Like, there's
Okay,
no
are you an artist?
No, I do film and photography, so my photography business is different from my film business.
Okay, so with whom do you work?
Who do I work? I'm a
With who?
freelancer, so anybody who wants to meet
They'll pay me.
my services. Photography and film, anybody who
Now, who's
needs
the
it.
end client? Who's
Who
the
my
end client?
I don't know, myself. So my heart for film is narrative filmmaking. So the end client is the audience to tell the story to. And for photography, it's
Who hires you?
who hires me.
You can't, listen, if you.
Comedy Central is one of them. NBC.
Do you, so, I mean, do you work with, like?
I'm a
film-
contract photographer, filmmaker, so I'm on contracts.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's why I'm like, this kind of relates, kind of doesn't, because like usually people ask me and get on me. I don't really market myself because my work shows that already marketed for myself. Like a photo says 1,000 words. I'm just here to learn and to get more knowledge, basically, than to come here.
Okay.
No offense, and my, you know, us creative people are a little bit different.
Okay, that's fine.
But you do solve a problem. You solve a problem for Comedy Central and NBC.
Yeah, cheaper work, cheaper labor.
For people who need to.
For people who need
outsource.
photography, yeah, people who need outsource and need us.
But you
creative
work.
people
But you
who
work
need
for
to do it themselves.
companies. You're not working for an individual. You're working for a company.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I would say that I work for companies, for large companies. And the problem that they have is they can't find the creative talent that they need for their projects.
Right.
And the reason is that there's a glut on the marketplace of people who are photographers and videographers.
Right.
And they don't know which one they should choose. This leaves them feeling confused. How does that sound? How does that sound to you?
Oh
Doesn't sound right to you?
no, it sounds good. I just don't want them being confused when they leave.
All right, so therefore, see, what I've just suggested to you might be something you could use.
Right.
How would that, could you want to sort of say it on your own, the problem you solve for whom?
My name's Eric. I'm a filmmaker, photographer. The problem that most people have is finding the creative people that they need to sell their idea or sell their business.
Well, that's good, but you skipped a part. I work with, you have to
Oh.
say, I mean, you
Work with myself.
No, you work with
Major
major
Oh, very
companies.
good,
You
yeah.
work with major private sector companies, right?
Right.
I work
I'll
with
stay
major-
humble instead of.
Okay, I work with major companies.
Okay, I'll stay with you. Hello, my name's Eric. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, and people have trouble finding.
I
Good.
work with, who do you work
Oh,
with?
I work with big companies such as.
No, I work with major companies, that's enough.
I work with major companies.
And what is their problem?
And your problem is trying to find people who are creative people to make your dream come true.
I think that their problem is that they can't find creative people to work on their film and video projects.
Right.
They have to be, using very simple language is the key to all of this.
I love that. That's a lot easier for me.
And for them.
Yeah.
So I work with major companies, and the problem that they have is they can't find the right creative people to work on their specific film and photo projects. And the reason is that there's a glut on the market.
There's
They
too
don't
much
know
people,
where
right,
to
right.
choose.
It's too oversaturated people, right?
So why don't you tell them about your new way of saying your brand?
So my name's Eric. I'm a filmmaker, photographer. I work with many large companies, and people have a hard time finding good quality creative people because the market's too oversaturated.
I think that's good. Did you mention film and photo? I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
I
perfect.
just said too fast, I think.
Oversaturated with what?
And oversaturated with low-end quality.
No,
Yeah, I don't want to put down other people.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
don't
what
want
to say.
to. By the way, a couple of rules of selling is that you never, ever want to denigrate your competition. No one.
No,
If somebody
no one
just came
respects
off of Rikers, it doesn't matter. You never want to denigrate them, no matter how tragic Rikers is.
They would just see it by what I have. I
So
don't
you-
need to speak for that.
Okay, no, so the reason to answer your question, the market is glutted with so many choices. They don't know where to choose. They're confused.
Right. I say, your answer is to choose me because just look at my work.
You know,
and
we're
I'll
not,
speak for myself.
we're not up to solutions. So
No,
if
well, I don't know
if
solutions.
I, as a prospect, either in person or online, if
Right.
I understand you're talking to me about me, then I'm going to say, well, how do you handle this? And then all of us can go into our big spiels about how to
Right,
solve it.
right.
But you don't want to push that too soon.
No.
The most important thing of this whole workshop and the branding exercise is to separate yourself initially from your target audience so that you focus exclusively on them
Right.
having nothing to do with you.
But I have two different clientele.
Yeah, but we just-
Photography side is different from my.
I know, but we've already addressed that.
Right.
The companies they can't find the right talent to work on their photo and video projects. So
Right,
we've
right.
settled that.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Question.
Yes.
So you wouldn't accurately downplay
No.
competitors or just people in the field who aren't at the same quality as
You
yours?
can
No.
critique, but just don't put down. You can like give them
No,
advice.
no, answer your question, you never want to put down anybody else. Because you sort of references, you want to let them come to that conclusion on their own.
Sure, with your guidance, no?
Well, by your demonstration. So in his particular case, he will demonstrate his video projects, he'll demonstrate his photo projects, and they will be enrolled in with him because they see for themselves, this guy's really good. You don't want to ever guide people to conclude that you're the best. You want to let them get to it. In all of our businesses, yours too. I mean, there's so many people who are in your space, but you're going to say, hey, listen, those schmucks over at an XYZ
Yeah,
firm,
yeah.
they're terrible. They'll
No,
take
I-
advantage of
I
you.
would never say that.
Like,
Right,
for
you don't have to say it
example,
like that, but like if you show that you're actually a specialist in this, and then you can like critique accurately what the competition is doing, and then show how you're different from the competition.
This is a downstream conversation, meaning that after you do all this, you have to go through what your particular methodology is, and features and benefits, and then it's under an area called special and different. This is what I do professionally. In the special and different, you only talk about yourself. That's the place where you can stop talking about
Their problem,
prospect.
talk yourself.
So I'm going to tell you
how
that.
you're unique.
Right. You
basically.
talk about what's special and different about you. You don't want to make references to or make insidious comparisons to others, because it makes you look bad. Because if you want to, the way that you feel you can get ahead is by mentioning your competition and what they don't do, or what they do that you don't think is good, it makes you look bad, it makes you look weak. Yes?
So often my methodology is, if somebody brings up somebody else, hey, I
Oh,
work with
sure.
XYZ company, and I will say nothing bad, but I'll say, you know what, here's how we're different than
Exactly,
XYZ.
exactly,
Yeah.
precisely. See, what he didn't say that this other company, they don't do a great job, they take advantage of you, and their prices are.
He turned it back on his own company and turned back on. This is what we
That's
do
what
to
we
solve
do.
your problem.
Again, you want to let the prospect get to the conclusion on their own.
Let your sales do sell yourself.
So the marketing aspect here is the way that you create engagement with others is by having your prospect want to hear more about you. And you do that not by putting others down in any way, no matter what. No matter what, you don't want to. If they may say to you, like someone will say to me, what do you think about Siegel and Gale? That's another branding firm, a huge branding, enormous one. I'm not going to say, they're a bunch of bureaucrats and they take too long and I'm much cheaper. I would never say that. I would say Siegel and Gale, they're a terrific company. They're really outstanding. They're leaders in the field. Let me tell you how I handle it, which is just
Well, like